Hello there everybody. So today we are making a simple flare dress. So I'll be using my basic bodice pattern to draft my dress. So I'll be using both the front bodice and the back bodice. So the video of how to make my basic bodice pattern is here on my channel. You can go and check it out. So now let us begin. So now go on and place my pattern and add 10 centimeters on the center front as you see me do here. So I'll take my tape measure and measure from the edge of the pattern paper to my pattern and mark 10 centimeters. Okay, so I'll do the same thing on top here. So I'll measure from the edge to my basic bodice pattern 10 centimeters and mark it. So you can hold the pattern with pins, or you can put a heavy thing so that your pattern does not shift or move while you're busy making your measurement. Okay, so I just need to make sure that this front part is 10 centimeters all the way from top to bottom. Okay, and then after that I'll go on and trace the pattern. And then after that I'll go on and measure the length of the dress. So I'll put my tape measure from the highest point of the shoulder down. Okay, so I'll make my length 95 centimeters. Okay, so that includes the hemming allowance. Okay, so 95 centimeters. And then after that I'll go on and clear that 10 centimeters there at the bottom as well. Okay, from the edge of the pattern paper in, I'll measure 10 centimeters. And then after that I'll go on and connect the bodice to the length mark that I've just made now. Okay, so I'll just use my ruler and connect the two. Okay, the bodice to the length to the 95 centimeter mark that I've just measured. And then I'll come to this side. So this side I'll just try and make things straight here. Okay, also connecting the bodies to the length mark. Okay, just try and keep it straight down to the 95 centimeter mark. Okay, now so this is where we are giving it a flare. So I'll take my tape measure and place it like this from the neckline down to the edge of the pattern paper. So the edge of the pattern paper is where the 10 centimeter mark starts. Okay, so down to the length line and also where the 10 centimeter mark starts. Okay, so I'll dot all the way from the neckline down, and then that is the flare for the front. Okay, as you can see, all the way there. And now we are moving on to the side. So what I'll do here is that I'll measure 20 centimeters from the bodice or from the dress. Okay, here at the bottom I'll measure 20 centimeters out. Okay, so I'll place my tape measure from the dress out 20 centimeters and mark it, and mark the 20 centimeters here. Okay, and then after that I'll do the same thing. Place a tape measure from the underarm down to the 20 centimeter mark. Okay, and then after that I'll just go on and dot all the way from the underarm down to the 95 centimeter mark, or to the 20 centimeter mark. Okay, so down to the length or down to the 20 centimeter mark. So the 20 centimeter mark is on the length line. Okay, and now I'll come here at the bottom. So this is the side. Okay, this is the front. So you can leave the front as it is, but the side you kind of want to curve it a bit so that the corner is not so sharp. Okay, so I'll measure from down up. I'll measure 3 centimeters to 3.5 centimeters, 3 centimeters to 3.5, and then after that you just kind of try and freestyle and curve there to just eliminate the sharp corner there on the side, especially on the side. You don't have to do it on the front. Okay, so I'll just go on. Okay, so now we are done drafting the front. Now let us come to the back. So I will do the same thing here, but the difference here is that here the center back, as you see me measuring now, I will measure 12 centimeters, okay, instead of 10 centimeters. The 2 centimeters extra is for the button that I will be having here on my back, on my center back. So every other thing will be the same. It's just that I'll be just adding 2 centimeters on the center back. Okay. Okay, now so this is my simple flared dress pattern. So at this point you can go and cut it out and place it on the fabric and cut out your dress. But remember to add seam allowance. There's no seam allowance on the pattern as it is now. But for me now, I'll continue and make the dress that you see on the thumbnail. So to do that, I'll go on and kind of slash the pattern, okay? I'll start by slashing here on the underarm so that I get the patchwork dress that you see on the thumbnail. Okay, so I'll start here on the underarm and mark where I want to slash it, and then after this I'll go on and measure 10 centimeters from the underarm, from the line down 10 centimeters, and then after that I'll go on and make a mark as well. That is where I'm gonna cut as well, and then I'll continue doing the same thing, making the lines showing where I will be slashing my pattern so that I get the patchwork style that you see on the thumbnail. Okay. And now here we are after slashing the pattern. So I've slashed both the back and the front. Okay, so I kind of marked the front pieces so that it is easy for me to work with. I also made numbers so that this is piece number 1, this is piece number 2, and then the following will be piece number 3 and so on, so that it is easy. It's just easy for me when I cut out the fabric. So now the next thing is to go on and put the pieces on the fabric. Okay, so the important thing here is to add seam allowance all around, especially the pieces, I will just add seam allowance all around them, because I will be adding each piece on the other piece. Okay, so seam allowance, I must not forget it. Okay, so I have my back bodies and then I have my front bodies. So now let me show you the fabric that I will be using. I have about 3 meters of these blueprints. Okay, it's kind of different blueprints. Okay, as you can see, print number 1, print number 2, and print number 3. So it's a meter on each print. So it's all 3 meters together, and I have my colorful prints here. So these are the prints that I already have. You might know these prints, I have used them before. So now I just wanted to make another colorful dress. So yeah, so this is the fabric that I'll be using today. And now here we are cutting out piece number 2 for both the front and the back. So remember, when I added 2 centimeters on the back piece, so that means all the back pieces now have that extra 2 centimeters. So I think I will just cut away the 2 centimeters now, especially for this dress, for this patchwork style. I will leave the 2 centimeters on the upper part of the dress. From the bottom part of the dress, I think I will just cut the 2 centimeters away, so that to make things easy for me. Okay, I hope you understand. Remember the 2 centimeters that I added for the button when I was making the pattern. It might be fine for a plain dress that is not a patchwork, but I think it will be just a bit of work for me if I keep the 2 centimeters for the bottom parts of the dress. So I'll keep the 2 centimeters just on the bodice, so that I can be able to have an opening there on the upper back, so that I can have my button and the opening will be there for me to be able to put the dress on with ease and take it off with ease. Okay, now we are moving on to cut out piece number 3 for both the front and the back. So I'll be using these 2 prints, the yellow print underneath and the blue print on top. Okay, so the important thing here is that your fabric, the way that I'm showing you the fabric now is the wrong way. Okay, you must place your fabric, the right sides must face each other. The right side of the fabric must face each other, or the wrong sides must face each other. That is how you cut the fabric, so that you get 2 sides of a pattern. Okay, the right side or the left side of a pattern. But now I am showing you with the right side is facing the wrong side. This is the wrong way that I'm showing you. Right side must face the right side, or the wrong side must face the wrong side, so that you can get your left and the right of the pattern. And now we are moving on to piece number 4. So the top piece, the blue and orange, will be for the front, okay, and then the bottom piece will be for the back. Okay, so I am still doing the wrong way here because my mind is concentrating on showing you guys the prints. Okay, so yeah, so now you know that it must be right sides, must be facing each other. And now here we are finally doing the right thing now regarding how the fabric is laid. Okay, as you can see that the wrong sides of the fabric are facing each other. Okay, so this is how I'll be cutting my number 4 and number 5. Now, after all that cutting, let us put the pieces together. So I'll start by closing the back bodies. So what I'll do, I'll just go on and measure from the neckline down and mark 20 centimeters. So this is the length of the opening. Okay, and then after that, I'll go on and mark and measure the 2 centimeters. Okay. And now this is how it looks after stitching and pressing the seam open. Okay, so the next thing now is to put the front and the back bodies together. Okay,